Rightio, because of the fire danger, I'm not going to have a fire going. We are going gas this trip. So, just got a little Zito expander bag here. Knots, hate knots. With my little single burner Coleman stove. Down there. Just because the bag's a little bit bigger than what this actual stove is, so just have the straps to keep it all well contained. So there we go. I'm using this bottle. It's got bugger all left in it, but I want to use it so it I'm gonna get rid of it. I've got a brand new bottle in there. And because cooking with the Jaffle on, I don't have to worry about it being too level or anything else. So we'll sit it down on the ground just now while I get the Jaffle stuff ready. So, welcome back to Jaffle Iron. It hasn't been too long, but it's back. Let's see what condition it's in. Oh, come on. Nice, no rust, no mould. Grab our bread. Pre-buttered to make things just that little bit easier. Now, one thing I am missing is my spray, the olive oil spray, so we're not going to go too hard on this because the butter that's on the bread probably won't be enough. We'll see what happens. Now, personal opinion, everyone's going to have their different opinion if you're a chili fan, but your stag canned chili is probably the best, in my opinion, canned chili you can get. It has the most stuff in it, the best flavour, and actually it doesn't hold back too much on the heat. This one ignited by habanero peppers. Yeah, normally if I'm doing my own chili, I normally throw a can of this in as well just to add that flavour. So that's going to go in there. Grab our KFS, get a spoon. Now I've just had this in the sun for probably half an hour. The can is warm, just to loosen up the contents and yeah, just to loosen up the contents and get it moving around. Just makes it easy to get out. It's not a big ball of goop. So I'll sit that there, just because I don't want to put it in the bin and have the can cut a hole in the bag, because that's that's a bad time. Yum yum. Also, by letting it warm up a bit, you can see the water content of what's in the can. It's the same for spaghetti, anything else you're doing. Once you know sort of how water it's going to be, dictates how much to put in. So again, you put too much in, it's going to leak and burn you and spill out everywhere. But use your fork, use your spoon, get that around in most of the spots, just so you don't have those little mouthfuls of zero flavour. Just a little bit in that. Half that can's been used. I'm going to put that back in the fridge so I can use that later. Then next, getting cheesy. In the Ziploc bag. Now, sliced cheese, I think this is just Coles Tasty, but again, your slices are going to be bigger than most of your slices of bread, so I normally cut it down a bit, centralise it, then use the bits you tore off to sort of just fill some holes. Because if you have the cheese come out the sides, if you have any of the filling come out the sides, it's going to tend to burn, and when you got food product like that on the cast iron, you're going to have, that's where you're going to get your mold issues in it, because I don't wash my cast iron, it just gets oiled, put back, ready to go again. So that's that. There. Close them up without dropping it. And that is ready for the stove. Bring that up. Those that have been watching the channel for a while recognise this stove is the same one that we done the sweet potato fries on at Lake William Hobble, and royally fudged that up. So it's exactly the same as the Lake Hume trip with the at the time ham and cheese Jaffles. No, tomato and cheese. Tomato and ham, I've got the cheese. So give it a couple of minutes either side. Keep checking it, and don't let it get too hot. Alright, so that's been a couple of minutes each side. Turn them over that way so we can access our bread. So, needs more on that side. This side one's done, so we'll go to the opposite side and finish off this end before we rotate and do both of the sides facing me. Sort of not something you want to do when you're impaired or intoxicated, because you lose track of what side you've done, what side's ready, and next minute you've cooked an extra side too far and it's burnt. So, but the bottom of that side's perfect, so there's going to be a little bit of heat transfer in the cast iron, but you can't get past that. So you just try and don't go too far. Rightio, that can's just carked it, so look, I'm happy with that. Again, whatever your toasting preference is, we know the other side's good, so I'll sit that down there, turn our gas off, and get this off the table. Lovely. Now we do have a little bit of dribble down the side there. Trying to find a loaf of bread that's square is just as hard as trying to find a loaf of bread that's big enough to fill the Jaff line, but we'll let all that cool down. Let this cool down. And there we are. Lovely, delicious chili and cheese Jaffles. Yummo. Not what you want on a 34-degree day, but it's yeah. Originally I was going to do peppered steak wraps, but we'll save that for next time. Someone's going to be sleeping in the sleeping bag tonight. Might not be pure oxygen in there.